Hello and welcome back to the Ultra HD Gamer, and this is an LG Lucky that I got for $5 at Staples. Now, I got this about a month ago, but it's a good deal, and as you see, my hands are sweaty. But, yeah, this has a 2-megapixel rear camera with no front camera, speaker right there, and I'm going to pop the back cover off to reveal a 1500 milliamp hour lithium-ion battery, and a 4GB micro SD card that is a class 4 micro SD card, and it came with the phone, which is quite nice, especially for a $5 phone. And it also comes with 4GB of internal storage, so yeah, that's a nice add-on with this 4GB micro SD card. But yeah, it doesn't have flash, and it doesn't have a front camera, because as you see right here, this is not a front camera. I think it's a LED or something. I forgot because I haven't even turned it on in a month or two. But it's also a track phone, so it has no SIM card slot because it's internal. You'd have to no, there's no SIM card slot whatsoever. The SIM is actually integrated into the circuit. Pretty sure it's soldered on. I might be wrong, but I think I'm correct. Yeah, just comment on that if I'm wrong. But it also has a micro USB port. It's kind of getting obsolete these days with USB Type-C ports kind of taking over. But I still use micro USB, so yeah. And a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is actually better than the iPhone 7 about that, or iPhone 7 and up, because, well, those phones don't have headphone jacks. The iPhone 7, 7 Plus, 8 Plus, actually, I think they have an 8 Plus. I'm not sure. Haven't kept track with it, or haven't really remembered it, but yeah, the iPhone X also does not have a headphone jack. That is one of the only benefits you get with this $5 phone, or actually another thing, the SD card. So I'm going to boot this phone up. And I'm not saying I am biased to Android. I still like Apple for its reasons, including some of the apps supported by iOS that are not supported by the Google Play Store, that you can only get on the Apple Store. As you see, this is a fingerprint magnet, like actually most screens are, but it's booting up with a typical LG boot screen. And it's a service of Track Phone Wireless. It's running Android 4.4.1, I'm not sure. Well, it's running a version of Android 4.4. Yeah, but it's a nice phone, nice build for $5. And it actually came with a power cord. But, you know, it's brand new and all that sorts. So I did download a couple of games. And viewing angles are okay. Actually, let's put it on high, because I didn't even have it on high yet. And I put airplane mode on, because it's more efficient. And that's the old Chrome logo. Also, a couple other things. Calculator came with McAfee security. Yeah, all that sorts. I downloaded CPU-Z. And it reveals a Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 clocked at 1.19 GHz or 1.2 GHz with 2 cores. Now that isn't that great, but for $5, what can you expect? So, yeah, it has an Arduino 305. Still a better GPU, I'm pretty sure, than the Alcatel Dawn's Arduino 304. But I doubt there's any noticeable difference. And I might be wrong with that. But the screen resolution is a 320 by 480 pixel display, so yeah, it's not the greatest phone in the world, but it is worth it for $5 with 512 megs of RAM. And actually, I think the internal storage is 2 gigabytes. My bad. And yeah, it's running Android 4.4.2. All of that. And let's look at the camera. So yeah, the camera is extremely grainy, if the display can take it. Or not take it, but if the display is showing. And it's not really showing, but for $5 you get what you get. And yeah, I have some apps on it. Actually, let me go to settings. And as you see, the phone is actually quite snappy. Okay, so yeah, I was actually correct. Total space was 4 gigabytes. So yeah, I am not wrong. There's actually 8 gigabytes of storage included with the phone, because that's including a micro SD card, which is also a 4 gig micro SD card. Okay, so yeah, this phone's a good phone. I wouldn't say it's anywhere near a crappy phone for the price. I mean, it is a crappy phone, but it is not crappy for the price, like I keep saying. And let me run Smash Road on the phone. Like I said, it just keeps crashing. Although these games, which I don't think anyone really heard of but me, it's a game called Dr. Driving. Or actually, there are quite a few people who know this game, but it's not like a very, very popular game. It's like one of those meh games some people know about, but not a lot. So as you see, it's pretty good for casual gaming, because there are no stutters or lags, or any lagging in this game, because it's not that demanding. It's literally only a 9 megabyte game. So yeah, I just crashed. That's unfortunate. But the screen resolution is less than awesome. Okay, so screen's at 100%. Let's turn flash off. Might be a little bit more grainy, but you can at least see the display. So as you see, the display is not that great. And as you see, it just plays the game just fine. Like I said, it's not anywhere near a demanding game whatsoever. So this phone will work with casual gaming. Maybe not using a screen recorder and maybe testing the frame rates on some games, especially games like Smash Road, which are older, but they're not all that lightweight as this. Yeah, and I also installed Dr. Driving 2 and Smash Road, which would not run. So, yeah, this phone can game a little bit. You can do all the basic tasks, maybe with some apps being unsupported because of the version of Android it's running. But, yeah, let me turn on Flash again. It is overall a nice phone, especially for the price. And, yeah, if you're just looking for a first phone, maybe, something like a spare, or something just to check your security camera, which is what this app is for, then, I suggest you get this phone, or at least look for a phone like it. But I wouldn't really recommend it if you're going to do a lot of gaming, like PUBG Mobile, because that is certainly not going to run on this phone. Hands down. Although I've got to say, the battery life is okay, and this little feature is neat. And it's actually pretty cool looking at the animations. But please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and bye.